Hey guys, welcome to Transistor Therapy. In this video, we'll look into the different looping statements and control statements used in the Arduino relative to the C language. First, we need to understand why looping statements are required. Well, if we need a certain procedure to be done repeatedly a certain number of times, we go for looping statements. Number 1. For loop. The for loop executes the statements inside the loop a certain number of times, which is predetermined by the user. Its syntax goes like this. Inside the parenthesis of the for loop, the first one is initialization, where the variable taken for looping is initialized, and in number 2, condition, this specifies the endpoint of the loop, which is until where the loop is executing. And in the third one, we have increment or decrement, where the looping variable is either incremented or decremented each time the loop executes, getting closer to the condition. So let us take an example where the integer variable I is taken as the looping variable. So inside the for loop, as we can see, we have specified the starting point of the loop as I equal to 0, and in the condition we have specified I less than 10. So the loop executes until I comes to 9, and as soon as I goes to 10, the loop execution terminates, and each time the loop executes, I is incremented by 1. A similar variant of this is the nested for loop. So inside the nested for loop, one loop is specified inside another. So you can create another loop inside your actual first loop, and you can do this for a certain number of times according to your application requirement. Number 2. While loop. Well, the statements inside the while loop will execute continuously until the condition inside the parenthesis of the while loop becomes false, and only then will it exit the loop. Number 3. Do while loop. This looping statement is similar to the while loop, but the only difference is that do while is used where we don't want the condition testing for the first time of the execution of the loop. So we're done with the looping statements, and let's now come to the control statements. Well, the control statements are used to control a particular statement or a block of statements. Number 1. The if statement. So in the if statement, if the conditional expression inside the parenthesis beside the if counts to true, then the statement or group of statements below it are executed. Otherwise, those statements are skipped. For example, let us take a condition where if A less than B, then A++ is executed. Otherwise, the statement A++ is skipped. Number 2. The if-else statement. In the if-else statement, the if contains an expression, condition, and if it is true, statement 1 is executed, or the group of statements below it is executed. Otherwise, if the conditional expression is false, then the statements under else is executed, or the statement 2 is executed. Let us take the example where if A less than B is true, A++ statement is executed, else B++ statement is executed. Number 3. If else statement. So let us look at the syntax carefully. So if the expression 1 in the if is true, statement 1 is executed, or the group of statements below it is executed. Otherwise, if the conditional expression in the else if block is true, then statement 2 or group of statements below it is executed. And if expression 2 is also false, then the group of statements or the statement 3 is executed, which is situated below the else. So let us take a look at the example where this is true. So if the if condition where A less than B is true, then the statement 1 which is a plus plus, is executed? Well, if the conditional expression in the else if block is true, then the statement below it, which is b plus plus, is executed, and if neither of them are true, then the statement 3, which is a minus minus, which is situated under the else condition, is executed. Number 4. Switch case statement. In the switch case statements, it controls the flow of the programs by allowing to specify the execution of some block of codes under different conditions. The switch statement compares the value of the variable to the value specified in the case statements, and when a case statement is found whose value matches that of the variable, the code in that case statement is run. And also, we have included a break keyword which makes the statement in the switch exit and is typically used at the end of each case. Without the break statement, the switch statement will continue executing the following expressions until a break or the end of switch statement is reached. Let us take an example where a variable I is taken inside the switch and there are two cases with labels 1 and 2, and there is a default case which is used when neither of the case statements are executed. So if I takes the value as 1, then the case 1 is executed, so a plus plus statement is executed and the break statement executes, which comes out of the switch. And if the value is 2, then b plus plus is executed, and if neither of the case statements are executed, then the default case is executed, which is the c plus plus. Number 5. Ternary operator. So this ternary operator with a symbol question mark has its syntax as follows. First, the expression 1 is evaluated to be true or not, and if it is true, expression 2 is evaluated. Otherwise, if it is false, expression 3 is evaluated. So let us take an example where a less than b is checked to be true or not. So if a is less than b, then a plus plus statement is executed, whereas if a is greater than b, then the expression 1 will be false, and hence b plus plus, which is the expression 3, is evaluated. So that's it for this video, guys. Hope you have learned everything about the looping statements and the control statements taught in this video. And if you have any doubts related to this video, please post it on the comment section below. And if you learned something from this video, please press the like button and don't forget to share and subscribe. Adios, everyone.